Okay, today is April the 10th, 2016, and at 10:50 p.m. in the foothills of Los Angeles, we have a temperature of 53 degrees. The relative humidity is 93%. We have a dew point of 51 degrees, and the barometer has risen to 29.98. And right now, we have not had any rain all day. It's been overcast. The sun has been popping out occasionally, but mostly it's been overcast. And we had a total of 11/16 of an inch since the 7th of April. So uh, we're not going to have any more rain probably because of what's happening right here. We've got another channel of dry air that's been installed all through here, and that has dried out a lot of what was supposed to be some residual rain moving in to the Southern California area. We can see that low pressure has moved through, and there is got a transmitter right here following that, and we can see also right here that there's a transmitter following this core as this whole thing moves to the east. All right, and now we have this to deal with. This is a new man-made feature. This is created with a radar, and that is stopping the the eastbound movement of this front on this storm. This is a 982 millibar storm, I believe it is right here, and this also has a transmitter on it to weaken the core. All right, so let's look at some of these other maps. We can see the Northeast Pacific infrared loop, that man-made high-pressure zone right here. That electronic wall is very effective. We can see that is not allowing any mixing of what's happening here on this side with this frontal system here. So this is another deliberate weather manipulation tactic they use, and we can see that front is just walling up right here. This is created with a radar, a transmitter that is most likely transmitting in the microwave band, and that's heating this air right along this area right here, this vertical area right off of the west coast. So we were supposed to have some sprinkles today, but that didn't happen. And so our grand total is 11/16, which is 0.688 inches. And that brings the season total to 14.55 inches for the foothills. 14.55. So we need about another 6 inches before we can feel satisfied with a decent, just a mediocre winter total. So we need about 20 to 22 inches to make it worth our time. All right. Okay, so we've got that storm moving here. We've got that. That's a 982 millibar, I believe, and also we have a whole new system right here moving through the East Pacific, or rather the West Pacific. We'll take a look at that. Here is the jet stream. That storm we were just looking at or that new moisture field is moving right in on the jet stream. We can see that this is got some continuity here all the way through to Mexico on the jet stream. We haven't had any. Everything's been disrupted here for the last several days. Okay, let's take a look next at the western U.S. water vapor loop, and we can see that man-made high-pressure blockade right here, and that is drying out what should have been a little bit of rain today. We've got a transmitter over here as well. So between what's happening on both sides of this moisture field, there's not much left. If you go to the rainbow loop on this, we can see that everything is just sort of drying out. All this moisture is just dissipating. The yellow on this is just evaporating, and we may get a sprinkler or two here and there, but that's nothing. So these people that are controlling our weather they have a complete lockdown on our weather. And this here is not Mother Nature. We're always seeing these between each storm. This is just a fence, an electronic fence, basically. If you go back to the other map here, the big map, we can see that this next flow, they're going to have to deal with that, and that's already happening here. Look at here. This is all being built in. We've got this transmitter right here, and that is extending. This very dry air is extending all the way across here because we've got Hawaii down here, remember? And this will basically move right down towards Hawaii if they don't stop that. So we'll keep an eye on all this, and let's take a look at the infrared map. We can see a lot of thunderstorms out over Texas and Oklahoma and Nebraska and Kansas, I believe it is there. Okay. All right, next is the surface analysis map. And we can see the high pressure here. This has moved slightly to the west. So we have a path here for some other weather to move in. We've got troughs indicated. One down here off of Southern California. Another one over here as well. We've got a low indicated. And there is a forecast for more rain. They were talking about maybe 1/10 of an inch of rain. And so we'll have to see what happens. I don't think we're going to have any more rain, but we'll see what happens. I hope I'm wrong. So we've got these two highs out here. This is going to move over. They're going to jockey these highs around to deal with this here. We've got high pressure in command again right here off the west coast. So we'll keep an eye on things and see what develops. But the rain forecast for Saturday, Sunday, and tomorrow is really not. It's just not. It's not happening. Okay, now here's the MODIS today map. This is the color satellite of the chemtrail activity off of over California. And we can see again today that we have a lot of aerosols being sprayed. We have some natural clouds right up here, and then we have the chemtrail mix that is sprayed over the tops of these clouds right over here. We've got a blanket of chemtrails once again today, and that is stopping the rain. Let's just pan around here a little bit. Now this photograph today was spliced together. We can see two different photographs here of the same land mass, but two different times. We can see some chemtrail mix here. This is all, this gray stuff is the chemtrail mix. You can see that here in the monitor right here. This is all chemtrail mix. This stuff here, all the white stuff is the natural clouds. This gray stuff they're spraying is the chemtrails. As we go back out here, this is a different time of day when they splice this together. But this stuff here is all chemtrail mix. It's just an off-white. It appears to be either off-white or a gray, as we see on this side of the splice. So, but that is definitely chemtrail mix. It's sprayed over the tops of the clouds to cause a capping inversion layer. We don't get lift, and if we don't get lift, we don't get rain. All right. Okay, so let's pan down. We have the Colorado River. We can see that area has been heavily sprayed as well. All the way down towards the Mexican border right here. This is all chemtrail mix. We can see that. It's very easy to spot. We have natural clouds over San Diego. That's been all sprayed. We can see that. Go offshore a little bit and pan up to LA. We can see the chemtrail mix right here. We didn't get any rain today at all. Okay, next is the 500 millibar map. We can see high pressure indicated over California and Oregon and part of Washington. Then we have an area of low pressure right here indicated. And we have the jet stream. Here is the 300 millibar map. We can see that low. We've got high pressure. Another low right here. This is supposed to move in and maybe bring some sprinkles for tomorrow sometime. Okay, next is the wave analysis map. We can see that system offshore is generating 18-foot swells moving towards the west coast. We've got 9-foot swells here. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's the summary for today. And we will go ahead and do another update tomorrow. Looks like all this rain here is going to be dried out by the time it makes landfall. Okay, that's it. We'll do another one tomorrow.